Hello everyone, good afternoon. Welcome to BYJU'S Exam Prep and welcome to this next session from the series of 100 most expected questions. So next session, when I say it is about QA that I am talking about today, we have had the part 1 before this. So today we have part 2 of the 100 most expected XAT QA questions. Okay. So we shall start soon. Let's just wait for a minute more for the other people to join in before I start. Can you just confirm it to me? Is everything okay? Am I audible to you? Am I visible to you? Is all clear? All of you can hear me. All of you can see me. Can you just confirm it once to me? Is everything okay? After that, we shall start with our class. Okay. 100 most expected question series, and many of you have witnessed the previous series as well. You have been a part of that too. And I'm sure that all of you know that how useful this series has been to us in the past as well. We took it for CAT 2023 as well as CAT 2022. Also, we did it for some other exams as well, like IFT. So, for that as well, we are doing it. I'm sure it's going to be useful once again to all of you. So, good afternoon, Guru Prasad. Good afternoon, Yashasvi, Sai Pradeep, Samir Reddy. Good afternoon. So, good afternoon, Aditya Mehra. I think you asked the same question in the last class as well, and I answered there as well. So why are you asking in every class about this? I mean, this is something that you can check on internet as well. Why do you ask this question? I don't get your point here. Why are you asking this question? Okay, so I think so people are here. We can start with the class. So the way we have been doing it before, उसी तरीके से आज भी करेंगे. So we'll be having question by question. I'll be going you the first question. पहले आप लोग try करेंगे, उसके बाद हम लोग मिलके try करेंगे. So वही तरीका रहेगा. So without any delay, let us start with the first question. Here it is on your screen now. Let's see what is the correct answer for this question. What answer do you give for this question? The first question for all of you is on the screen. Personal coaching for MBA entrance exam. No, we don't provide it, Aditya. I mean, you can probably find it somewhere else. But at BYJU'S Exam Prep, we don't do it. So here is question number 1. So all of you, please try it once. A question based upon profit and loss. So would like to see some answers before I start discussing it. Any answer from anyone? So I see no answers till now. I think we should start discussing it. So I got the first answer as B from I don't know what is the name, Sicario or Seeker 10 probably. So the answer given by him is B. Let's check which was the correct answer here. So Radha bought more ball pens than pencils. She sells pens at rupees 18 a piece and makes 20% profit. She sells pencils at 5 a piece and makes 25% profit. If she gets 233 after selling all the pens and pencils, find the profit percentage approximately. Yashasvi has got the answer as A. Let's check what is the answer. So, first of all, when I talk about pens, the selling price of a pen is 18 rupees, but she makes a 20% profit by selling at 18. So, the cost price has to be 18 divided by 1.2, that is 15. Cost price is something such that 20% more than that is the selling price of 18. So, if 18 is the selling price, the cost price is 18 by 1.2, which is 15. Then, when I talk about pencils, she sells pencils at the rate of 5 a piece and makes 25% profit. So, 5 divided by 1.25, that is 4, should be the cost price of a pencil. So, cost price of a pen is 15, cost price of a pencil is 4. Of course, you can get them by dividing 18 by 1.2 and 5 by 1.25. If she gets 233 rupees after selling all the pens and pencils, she gets 233 rupees after selling all the pens and pencils. Now we don't know how many pencils she sold, how many pens she sold. She sold. So it became a tongue twister for me. Let us say she sold X number of pens and Y number of pencils. So 18 rupees pen and there are X pens, so the selling price is 18X. 5 rupee pencils and there are Y pencils, so it is 5Y, and total she has is 233. So 18X plus 5Y is equal to 233. That is the total cost for her. So total selling price. The point is, can I figure out some values of X and Y from here? Let's try to figure that out. First of all, if I take X as 1, I see that 233 minus 18 would become 215. The value of Y becomes 215 by 5, that is 43. So if there are one pen, there is one pen, there are 43 pencils. And in linear equations, you must have known that the value of x changes by the coefficient of y, value of y changes by the coefficient of x. That means if x is equal to 1 satisfies this equation, x is equal to 6 will also satisfy. That is 5 more than that, 5 more than 1. And value of y will decrease by 18. So 43 minus 18, 25 is going to satisfy. Then value of x increased by 5, that is 11 is going to satisfy. And value of y decreased by 18, that is 7 is going to satisfy. इसको मैं further 5 से increase करूंगा तो this will become negative. That's not a possibility. So these are the three solutions of this equation. Sell one pen, 43 pencils, they will be giving you 233 rupees. 6 pens, 25 pencils, they will give you 233 rupees. 11 pens, 7 pencils, they will also give you 233 rupees. The point is that which one should I take? The question said she bought more ball pens than pencils. So pens are more than pencils. The first case is ruled out. The second case is ruled out. So last is the case that we are talking about. And in this last case, question is asking what is the profit percentage. Let us first calculate the cost price. 11 pens का cost price हो जाएगा 11 into 15 165, right? और 7 pencils का cost price हो जाएगा 7 into 4 28. So the total price is 193. What is the selling price? It is already given to us as 233. So the profit is 30 rupees on 193 rupees. Sorry, 40 rupees on 193 rupees. A 40 rupees profit on 193, it is very close to 20%. So and the answer which is close to 20% is option A. So answer is option A for us. So of course, slightly difficult question, but yes, such kind of questions are asked in XAT. Not that all of them are like this, but yes, you should be ready for such kind of questions. Jaydev says 15 and 4, that's correct. Arpan also got A. Yashasvi says 11 pens and 7 pencils, that's absolutely correct. We have, sir, we have to find pen more than pencil from the first line. Yes, therefore only we took 11 and 7, and the other two cases, that is 143 and 625, I have rejected those two cases because they are not going to make the number of pens more than pencils. I'm sure all of you understood this question. Of course, slightly lengthy, but ultimately, I'm sure you would have understood it. So I'll move ahead from here. After question number 1, I'll move to question number 2. Here is question number 2 for all of you on the screen now. So please answer this now. Let's see how many of you are able to answer this correctly. Okay, how do we get 11 and 7? It's just that you get one solution of x and y. After that, you keep increasing the values of x by the coefficient of y and keep changing the values of y by the coefficient of x. You will keep getting different solutions that will satisfy the equation. The point is because the slope was negative, so if value of x increase, the value of y would decrease. If value of x decrease, value of y would increase. Use that. Jaydev has got the answer as C. That's very fast. Yashasvi also got C. Guru Prasad has also got C. You are among 9800. Also got C. Praveen got C. Okay. So looks like it's an easy question, right? चलिए कर लेते हैं फटाफट because it's an easy question. If both the sequences x, a, b, y and x, c, d, z are in AP series and it is given that y is greater than x and z is less than x, then which of the following can this be possibly the value of it? Okay, चलिए जी करते हैं. No, it's not the case, Yoga World. Actually, the question was actually easy. Otherwise, previous question would have also been answered real fast. And these are not previous year papers. They are all having some changed values. So it is given that y is greater than x. The point is, if XABY is an AP series and y is greater than x, that automatically means that this is an increasing AP. So x is less than a, which is less than b, which is less than y. In that case, y will be greater than x. Similarly, this has to be a decreasing AP because z is less than x. It has to be decreasing. So x is greater than c, which is greater than d, which is greater than z. So it's a decreasing AP series. So z is less than x. That is what a decreasing AP is. The question is which of the following values can this take? So a minus b upon c minus d, he says, इसकी value इनमें से क्या हो सकती है? So going by this, I say that a is less than b. So a minus b has to be negative. Going by this, we can say C is greater than D. So C minus D has to be positive, and negative by positive has to be a negative number. The only option among them is negative, that is option C. So option C is the correct answer because there is only one option which is negative. Okay, negative is odd one and it is the answer. Yes, that's the correct. You can say that. So only one of the options could have been negative. So that was the answer for us. I'm sure all of you understood this point. Though at this stage, many people have a doubt. Sir, what if two of them were negative? See, he would not give you the question like that because, of course, in that case, there would be two answers. Going by these given statements, we can only figure out that answer is going to be negative. We can't figure out it is going to be greater than something or less than something or not because ultimately it would depend upon the values and x, a, b, y can take any values in increasing order. So by that logic, I can only figure out कि A B से छोटा है और C D से बड़ा है. If A is smaller than B, A minus B is negative, and if C is greater than D, C minus D is positive, and negative by positive is going to be negative. That is the right answer for us in question number 2. I hope it is understood. I'll move ahead to the next question now. That is question number 3. Here is question number 3 for all of you on your screen now. Oh, yes, Jaydev. In that case, additional information would definitely be there if there are two negative options. Some more information has to be given. Hello, Gaurav Kashid. Good afternoon. So here is another question for all of you. Oh, answer is revealed. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I know. How did it get revealed? Probably I forgot to put animation in this. So let me check it for the others as well. I think this is the only one in which I forgot to put animation. All others are okay. नहीं, गड़बड़ नहीं है इसमें। एनिमेशन रह गई डालनी इसके अंदर, आंसर के अंदर। दैट इज द प्रॉब्लम। चलिए जी, मैं फर्स्ट फर्स्ट तो नहीं गया। चलिए जी, करना शुरू करते हैं। करण marks up the book by A% and offers a discount of 2 by 5 A%, and he gains 20% profit in the transaction. First of all, if you increase the price by A% and give a discount of 2 by 5 A%, still you gain 20%. That means the final price is still 20% more than the initial price, right? The final price is 20% more than the initial price. So it is like a successive percentage change. So first the price was increased by A%, then discount means the price was decreased by 2A by 5%, and final price is 20% more than the initial price. Final price is 20% more than the initial price. So we can use that formula of A plus B plus AB by 100. I hope you all know that. A plus B plus AB by 100 is the net percentage change in the value. If I use it, initially the price was increased by A%, then a decrease of 2A by 5%. Discount means a decrease. So you can write it as 2A by 5%. And then A plus B plus AB. AB is A into minus 2A by 5 divided by 100. This will give you the net percentage change, and the net percentage change is 20%. Because finally he gains 20% in the transaction. So net change is equal to 20% according to this. Now A minus 2A by 5 is equal to 3A by 5 minus. So 2 say it will cancel out at 50. 50 into 5 is 250. I will have A square divided by 250, and that is equal to 20. 3A by 5 minus A square by 250 is equal to 20. Of course, solving this equation would be difficult. It's a quadratic equation. I have to multiply by something and solve it. वो तो बड़ा मुश्किल काम हो जाएगा. So how do I do it further now? Options are pretty helpful here. If you look at them, you have to find 80% of the value of A, right? And A is lying between 40 and 80. The first thing is, if A is between 40 and 80, then 80% of A would lie in what? 80% of 40 is 32 and 80% of 80 is 64. So can I say my 80% of A would lie between 32 and 64? 80% of A would lie between 32 and 64. So how can my answer be 30% or 20% or 10%? My answer has to be either 40 or 50. The first thing. It is either 40 or 50. I'll check any one of them. If 40 is correct, 40 satisfying, 40 is the answer. If 40 does not satisfy, 50 is the answer. Now, how do I check 40? If 40% is 80% of A, that means A is 50. And if A is 50, it should satisfy the equation. Jara put kar do. 3 into 50 divided by 5, this is equal to 30, minus 50 square, that is 2500 divided by 250, which is 10. And 30 minus 10 actually becomes 20. So that means A is equal to 50 does satisfy this equation. A 50 means 80% of 50 is 40, which is option A. So option A is the correct answer for this question. Once again, I would say the question was not difficult. मुश्किल question नहीं था. But yes, rather than solving the equation, if you go by the options, you will find that it was easier to do at the end. कि अगर मैं ऑप्शन से जाता तो बड़ा लंबा, सॉरी, पूरा सॉल्व करता, आई वुड हैव मेड अ क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन, वुड हैव बीन अ लेंथी आंसर. Otherwise, of course, it will be easy for us. Okay. 40% of A, that's correct. Yashasvi Vijay Arora कुछ कह रहे हैं, sir, since A is between 40 and 80, 80% of A will lie 32 and 64. So need to check only options A and E. That's absolutely correct, Vijay. ये बिल्कुल सही बात है. ठीक है, जो हमने बोला है. डायरेक्टली वैल्यू अज्यूम नहीं कर सकते हैं गौरव. ठीक है, तो जैसे विजय भी कह रहे हैं, जैसे मैंने भी बोला, आप एक काम और भी कर सकते हैं. दैट इज, पहले ऑप्शन सी देख लेते हैं. बी सी डी आर डेफिनेटली रूल्ड आउट. Now let's say A is 40. If A is option A is 40%, that means the value of A is 50% because it is 80% of A. If A is 50%, I'll just see whether it satisfies or not. Let us say the original value is 100. It is increased by A%, so it will become 150. Then a discount of 2 by 5 into A% is given. 2 by 5 of A% हो जाएगा 20%. 150 पे 20% का discount दे दो, it will become 120, which shows there is a 20% profit. Which shows there is a 20% profit. So therefore he is gaining 20% here. Straight away option A is the answer. I probably do not have to write those equations, even that can work for us. So directly value assume nahi kar sakte, just took it, Gaurav, I think. I'm from Telugu state, sir, but marked some Hindi words of yours. Oh, okay. So though I'm trying to repeat everything in English as well whenever I speak something in Hindi, but yes, at least you can get some Hindi also by these sessions. Sir, option A के just नीचे ही आंसर लिखा है. Gaurav, yes, in this question it is written. After this, it would not be there. Keep that in mind. There was a mistake in this question. Okay. So that was question number 3. I'll move ahead to question number 4. Let's see how many of you answer this correctly. It's question number 4. Very common question in most of these exams. I would see how many of you answer this fine, correct. Sir, will essay come in Jan 8 ZET exam or will come during GDPI of ZET? It will be on Jan 8. After the exam, you will be given some time for GK and essay. V. Shyam. Okay, Vijay Arora has answered very fast. That is 35. Jaydev says A. That's great. 35 once again. Very good. Vijay and Jaydev, they both have answered A. Yashasvi has answered A. 35. Infinite GP ka formula. That's correct, Jaydev. Gaurav says A. Priyanshi Madan has said A. V. Shyam says A. 35. BK Panda says A. Archit Kumar says A. Praveen says A. Then you are among 9800 says C. चलिए जी देखते हैं क्या आंसर आता है. A marble is dropped from a height of 5 meters. So from this height of 5 meters, the marble is dropped. Okay. After hitting the ground, it bounces and reaches 75% of the height from which it was dropped. So it will go to 75% of the height from which it was dropped. 75%, or you can say 3/4 of that. And then, of course, the marble would again come back to the ground. This repeats multiple times. So that means again it will go up to 3/4 of the previous height. Again it will come back. Again it will go to 3/4 of the previous height. Again it will come back, and it will go on like this, right? So first time it will just come down 5. Next time it will go 3/4 of 5 and it will come back as well. So it is double of that, right? 5 ka 3/4 and it will come back as well 5 ka 3/4. Then it goes up by 5 ke 3/4 ka 3/4, that is 5 3/4 into 3/4, that is 3/4 square, and again come back by that much, and that will keep on happening till infinity. So I'm saying just take this first 5 outside. After that, if you take 5 into 3 by 4 into 2 outside, you will have a GP series of 1 plus 3 by 4 plus 3 by 4 square plus so on and so forth up to infinity. It is an infinite GP जिसका फॉर्मूला होता है A upon 1 minus R. So 1 upon 1 minus 3 by 4 is 1 upon 1 by 4, which is equal to 4. So this bracket gives me 4. So my final answer is 5 plus 5 into 3 by 4 into 2 into 4. 4 और 4 cancel out हो जाएंगे. 5 3 जा 15, 2 जा 30. 30 plus 5. 35 is the correct answer for us. That is option A. 35 meters is the final answer. और आप ये देखेंगे that mostly in many exams you will find this kind of question. I mean, that's a very common question in these exams. So I would want you to be very fast as these kind of questions because ये बड़े common होते हैं in exams like CMAT or Maharashtra CET or TISNET. So इसमें बहुत commonly ऐसे questions आते हैं. So just pay attention to such kind of questions. You should be able to do them real fast. And commonly there is a mistake in these questions of not adding this 5 or double adding this 5. So keep that also in your mind that you do not have to get into the trap. So yes, everyone has said A. Gaurav, वो 3 meters 80% वाला था शायद. 3 meters 80% वाला था शायद. I didn't get your point. Saran says A. Swati says A. That's correct. What's your view, sir, as this model repeat again this year? Harshita says D. Harshita, I'm sure this is clear. Which model repeats this year? Jaydev, if you're talking about the essay, doesn't make much of difference. I mean, because anyways, that's only useful for XLRI college. Otherwise, they don't look at your essay scores, and that's not a part of your overall percentile in Z. So don't worry about it. I'm sure everyone understood this question. I'll move ahead now to the next question. Next question is question number 5. It is here on your screen now. Let's see how many of you answered this now. This question, I didn't get your point, Jaydev. I mean, what exactly are you saying? Somehow couldn't understand. Would like to see the answers before I start discussing once again. Vijay Arora got 150. Okay. Mridul Rathi got C. That is 150. Gaurav Kashid also got 150. He says ताला भी लगा दो. ठीक है. Preet got C. Guru Prasad got C. Harshita has got 150. Okay. Similar to Z 2000. Bilkul, absolutely similar. Only the figures are changed. Vijay, as I said before, we just changed the figures a little bit so that you don't remember the answers. Point is to understand the question, to know the solution. Harshita says 150. That's great. चलिए देखते हैं फिर. Some students in the school are made to prepare 3600 clay toys for a project on the school annual day. The plan is that each of them makes the same number of toys. Let us say there are S students, each one of them making T toys. So S into T should be 3600. S number of students, each one of them is making T toys. So S into T is the total number of toys. However, on the annual day, 75 students are absent. So student number of students decreased by 75 because 75 students are absent. Thus, Each remaining member makes 8 twice more than earlier decided. So now they are making 8 twice more. That means t plus 8. Every member is making 8 twice more. So as students, they are making 7. Now there are 75 students less. T twice per day. Now they are making 8 twice extra per day. And that should also be equal to 3600. Now the question is, how many students actually made the clay twice? Actually made the clay twice means what actually happened was this, that 75 students did not come. He's saying what is this value? This you have to figure out. Okay, what is this value? That you have to figure out. First of all, among the options, I can straight away say this s minus 75 has to be a factor of 3600. So it can't be 140, it can't be 190, it can't be 124. Three of the options are actually not a factor of 3600. सवाल आता है 150 200 का. I am more comfortable with 200. I'll use 200. So if I put 200 here, 200 से 3600 को divide कर देते हैं, it will be equal to 18. If this is 18, this should be equal to 10. If this is 10, this should be 360, but they do not differ by 75. They should differ by 75. They do not differ by 75. So this is also gone. My answer is option C, that is 150. Of course, if you go by the options, you will immediately get the answer इस केस में तो. ठीक है ना. अगर आपने सीधा 150 ही चेक किया होता, that if this is equal to 150, 150 से कितने पे डिवाइड हो जाएगा? This will be divisible at 24. अगर ये 24 है तो ये कितना होना चाहिए? 16. और ये 16 है तो ये कितना होगा? 225, which clearly tells you this is 225 minus 75. This is 16 plus 8, and that satisfies everything. That is the answer for us. The answer for this question is option C. So once again, my laptop has hanged as always. Okay. हाँ जी, I think now it is clear. Oh God, तो वापस भी नहीं आएगा. ठीक है जी. आई एम श्योर दैट यू गाइस अंडरस्टूड दिस क्वेश्चन नाउ. अब सबको समझ आ गया होगा. हर्षिता से सर 150. यस, द लड्डू वाला क्वेश्चन, दैट्स करेक्ट. प्रीत, हाँ, लड्डू क्वेश्चन ऑलमोस्ट सिमिलर टाइप के ही हैं. देयर इज नो डिफरेंस बिटवीन द टू, है ना. 75 इंटू टी प्लस 8, ये सही कह रहे हैं आप. क्रैक द बटन गाइस, क्रैक द लाइक बटन गाइस. यस, दैट्स एब्सोल्युटली important, Gaurav. ठीक है, all of you must listen to him. Here is question number 6 for all of you. Please try this as well now and give me the answer. हाँ गौरव, करना पड़ेगा अब कुछ ऐसा यार. In every class now it has started creating problems. Question number 6 on your screen now. Let's see how many of you answer this correctly. अरे गौरव, काश मेरे हाथ में होता. Vijay got the answer as 13. Priyanshi Madan has got E, which is 13. Very good, guys. Anyone else apart from Vijay and Priyanshi? Gaurav Kashid also says E13. That's good. I hope that's the correct answer. Let's start doing it now. करना शुरू करते हैं. Okay, Sarang also got the same. E 13. Satish and Prema are playing with triangle PQR. Satish draws a line that bisects angle QPR. So straight away, let me start making this. So let's say this is the triangle, which is PQR. Satish draws a line that bisects angle QPR. This line cuts QR at S. So this line cuts QR at S, and it's an angle bisector. So this angle and this angle, they are the same. So I made it like this. Prema then extends PS to a point N. So Prema extends PS to point N. In response, Satish joins Q and N. So in response, Satish joins Q and N. These 2 points are joined. Prema then announces that QR bisects NQP. So it bisects NQP. That means this angle and this angle, they are also equal. What a surprise. Together, Satish and Prema find that PS is equal to 8. So PS is 8 centimeter less than QS. So if QS is X, then PS is X minus 8. PR is 21. So PR is 21. SR is 14. So SR is 14. PQ is 24. So this is 24. QN is 15. This is 15. How long is PN? So basically we have to find out what is the value of PN. So yes, Gaurav is correct. We have to use angle bisector theorem here. So according to the angle bisector theorem, first of all, when I talk about PQR, the ratio of the two sides which form the angle, that is 24 and 21, their ratio is equal to the ratio in which the opposite side is divided. So X and 14, they would be in the same ratio as 24 and 21. From there, you can say X is equal to 16. From there, you will get the value of X as 16. So X is equal to 16. Of course, that means X minus 8 is equal to 8. And once again, I can use angle bisector theorem in triangle NQP. Same angle bisector theorem in NQP. In NQP, you can say NQ divided by QP, that is 15 divided by 24. It is equal to the ratio in which the opposite side is bisected. It is SN by PS or SN by 8. From that, we get SN is equal to 5. From that, we get SN is equal to 5. If Sn is 5, PS is 8. So what is Pn? It is 8 plus 5, 13. So E option 13 is the right answer for this question. Yes, this was a simple question based upon angle bisector theorem. I repeat, the theorem says that if you draw the angle bisector of an angle in a triangle, the sides that are forming that angle, their ratio is same as the ratio of the opposite two portions of the third side. Okay? The angle bisector, it divides the opposite side in two ratios. So their ratio is equal to the ratio of the two sides that form the angle. So by that logic, we got the value of QS first, which is the value of X. From there, we found out the value of SN as well, that is 5. So that's the right answer for this question, option E. That was question number 6. I'm sure all of you understood this question as well. आगे बढ़ जाते हैं इससे. Let's come to question number 7 now. So here is question number 7 for all of you. Once again, a very simple question. I'm sure all of you would be able to answer this real fast. Yes, Visham. So including essay and GK, you are given all the time of 3 hours 30 minutes. Yoga World got 25 as the answer. Ayan Garg got B, that is 25. Meghna Mitra has got B, which is 25. Vijay Arora got 25. Swati got B, which is 25. Gaurav Kashid got B, which is 25. Shivam Raj has got B. Chaliye, let's do this. Sum of the cubes of two numbers is 500. Let us say the numbers are A and B. So sum of their cubes is equal to 500. While the sum of the reciprocals of their cubes is 4. So reciprocal of the cube of A is 1 by A cube. Reciprocal of the cube of B is 1 by B cube, and that is equal to 4. 1 by A cube plus 1 by B cube is equal to 4. Find the product of the squares of the number. So here if I take the LCM as A cube B cube, in the numerator I will have B cube plus A cube. This whole thing is equal to 4. Now B cube plus A cube is already given to us as 500. So I can say 500 by 4 is A cube B cube, or 125 is A cube B cube. तो अगर a cube b cube 125 है, that means a into b is 5, and if a into b is 5, a square b square is 25. So therefore B option is the right answer. Yes, exactly the same question was asked in Z, of course with the figures changed a little bit, लेकिन इतने simple questions भी Z पूछता है. So keep that in mind, that in Z you will find very easy questions as well, you will find some tougher ones as well. So you just have to figure out the difference between the two, and you have to find out the easier ones, because ultimately every question carries equal marks. There is no point doing difficult questions for the same marks for which you can do such an easy question. Okay. Chaliye, I'll move ahead from here. That was question number 7. Here comes the next question for all of you. Question number 8 on your screen now. So let's try this now. Question number 8. नहीं नहीं गौरव, यहाँ आंसर लिखा नहीं था, वो बाद में आया था. Shivam, topic wise PYPQs, I think slightly difficult to get. Z22 quant was easier compared to the older ones. That's right, Yashasvi. Because in Z22 we had a lot of number system questions rather than algebra or geometry or something. So number system was on the higher side. Any answer for question number 8? सर क्वांट में कौन से एरिया पे ज्यादा फोकस करना चाहिए एज कंपेयर टू Z22 फॉर 23? गौरव कांट से, एज आई सेड लास्ट ईयर suddenly there were lot many questions from number system. They have not been there in the years before that. So what is going to happen this year? It's a big confusion actually. Harshita got D, sorry, C. Okay, in exam they become difficult, in exam everything looks difficult. Jaydev. Okay, the right answer is not there among the options. Actually, this question had all wrong answers. Somehow I forgot to change the options. The correct answer is not there among the options. I'll tell you why. Bhavandla Lokesh has got the answer as C. Guru Prasad has got C. Harshita has got C. So I also got the answer as C when the people gave it to me. Okay. So then I later on told that probably C is not the right answer. Let's talk about it. कि क्या सही answer? I have 5 1 rupee coins. So 5 1 rupee coins are there. I have three rupee coins. I have three rupee coins and 2 4 rupee coins and 2 4 rupee coins in my wallet. If three coins were taken randomly, so first of all, what is the total number of cases? There are a total of 10 coins. You take out 3, so 10 C3, 120 is the total number of cases. Okay, 120 is the total number of cases. Now the question is, what is the probability that at least 9 rupees were taken out? So now let's make favorable cases. Okay, at least 9 rupees were taken out. So either we have two coins of 4 rupee and one coin of 1 rupee, or two coins of 4 rupee and one coin of 3 rupee, or one coin of 4 rupee, one coin of 3 rupee and one coin of 1 rupee, or one coin of 4 rupee, one coin of 3 rupee and one coin of 3 rupee, or I have all three coins of 3 rupees. Is that correct, everyone? Am I right here? These are all the possibilities. Either you have 441, that is 9 or more, or you have 443, that is 9 or more, or you have 431, which is 9 or more once again. Oh, sorry, 431 में तो नहीं बन रहा है. I'm sorry. 433 or 333. So these are the four cases. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. So now the point is that why not the answer is 130? Because there are four cases, total 120 cases. So 4 by 120, the answer should be equal to 1 by 30. Probably therefore only many of you got 130 as the answer. But please pay attention to this part. When you said 10C3 is equal to 120, you took 10 coins. When this 4 was taken with a 3 and 1, that's a separate case. When this 4 was taken with a 3 or 1, that's a separate case. In probability, even if the coins are identical or whatever is identical, still they would be considered as distinct while counting the number of cases. So actually this 441 is possible in 5 ways. Why? Two coins of 4 can only be taken in one way, but this coin of 1 rupee can be taken in 5 ways. It can be any of the 5. This 443, this 4 in one way, but this 3 can be taken in 3 ways. So there are 3 ways in which I can take this. 433. This 4 can be taken in 2 ways, and these two threes can be taken in 3 ways. So there are 6 ways here, and all three threes can be taken in one way. So the favorable cases are 5 plus 3 plus 6 plus 1. So that is equal to 15. 15 is the favorable cases, 120 is the total cases. My answer is 15 by 120, that is equal to 1 by 8. So 1 by 8 should have been the right answer for this question. Oh yes, I see Yashasvi has already given the correct answer for this question. That's very good, very good, right? 4 can be chosen in only one way. After that, 1 can be chosen in 5 ways. 4 can be chosen in one way. After that, 3 can be chosen in 3 ways. 4 can be chosen in 2 ways. Two threes can be chosen in 3 ways. So that is 2 into 3, 6 ways. And ultimately, all three threes can be chosen in one way. So my answer is 5 plus 3 plus 6 plus 1. That is equal to 15. So please always keep that in mind. That's a very fine detail of probability, that in probability, even if the items are identical, you will consider them distinct while calculating the number of cases, because actually I mean, if I just tell you by this statement, we do not calculate the number of cases. We actually calculate the number of ways in which something can be done. We can only calculate the number of ways in which something can be done. तो कितने तरीके से एक चीज हो सकती है, ये हम लोगों को जानना होता है, and that gives us the answer, right? I'm sure it is understood to all of you now. That was question number 8. I'll move ahead now to question number 9 to have the next question with us. Here is question number 9 for all of you. इसका आंसर C पीछे से दे रखा था, but answer was 1 by 8. So here is question number 9. Let me see how many of you can answer this fast. Question number 9, once again, a Z question changed a little bit. In case there is no correct option for the question, will they delete it or give marks only to the people who marked any answer? Yashasvi, in case there is no correct option for the question, they'll give marks to all the people, or they would just exclude that question in marking. It does not make a difference whether you have marked it or not. The way CAT did it this year. In CAT also you must have seen there was one question wrong in slot 2 DI and one question wrong in slot 3 DI. So they just excluded those questions. Kunal has got the answer as A. V. Shyam got the answer as D. Gaurav Kashid has got A. Rohan has got B. शिवम राज has got A. Harshita has got A. तो चलिए करना शुरू कर देते हैं इस क्वेश्चन को. Let's see what is the right answer. A rectangular swimming pool is 60 meters long and 40 meters wide. Let me just make it first. So let's say this is the swimming pool, which is 60 meters long and 40 meters wide. Okay. Its depth is always the same along its width. So towards the width, the length is same, but linearly increases along its length from 4 meters at one end to 6 meters at the other end. So let us say the depth here is 4 meters. So he says depth here is actually 6 meters. It linearly increases from 4 to 6, right? So this is something that the pool would look like. I hope you all are getting this. So I'm not that good in drawing, but I'm sure you must have got an idea by this. Okay. तो कुछ ऐसा सा दिखाई देगा ये, and then it would be like this. Right, everyone? So this is the swimming pool. Basically, at one end, it has a depth of 4 meter. At the other end, it has a depth of 6 meters. But breadth is 40 and the length is 60. The question is, how much water in cubic meters is needed to completely fill the pool? So basically, I have to find out the volume of this pool. इसका volume कितना बनेगा? There are two ways of finding out the value. First, I find out the area of this trapezium. This is a trapezium now, right? Opposite sides are parallel. So what is the area of the trapezium? It is half of the sum of the two parallel sides, that is 4 plus 6, multiplied by the height, and the height is 60. तो ये half of 10, 5 into 60 हो जाएगा 300. So 300 is the area of this trapezium, and this area has a total length of 40, right? So 300 into 40, that is equal to 12,000 meter cubic, will become the volume of this swimming pool. The volume of the swimming pool would be equal to 12,000. That is one way of doing it. The other way, I also find this method many a times pretty useful. So you can also look for this. The other way is that suppose if I talk about a depth of 6 here as well, that means there is two more depth, right? I can do one thing. Here the depth is 4, here the depth is 6. So in the middle, what will be the depth? It is equal to 5. So I just flip it down and I just take it up. So ultimately I can see that my swimming pool is a cuboid with a depth of 5. I mean 4 और 6 का average लेके just do this. Okay? Just flip it. एक second. अरे यार क्या हो जाता है इसको? I don't understand what happens to this. हाँ जी, तो 4 और 6 है तो उसको 5 से करके इक्वल कर दिया. सो नाउ इट्स अ क्यूबॉइड ऑफ 40 by 60 by 5. It is a cuboid of 40 by 60 by 5, which straight away gives you the answer as 12,000. I mean, this is just a way to visualize it, right? In one way, you can just look at it. अच्छा ठीक है, ये भी possible है. That ways you can also do it. So the answer for this question is option A, which is 12,000. And always keep that in mind. यहाँ पे liters में नहीं पूछा था. Even if it is asked, you can do it. 1 meter cube is equal to 1000 liters. So if the question was asking in liters, you have to multiply 12,000 with 1000. That will tell you that how many liters it is. So that becomes the answer for this particular question. Okay. So that was question number 9. I'm sure you understood both the solutions. We'll move to the last question of the day. That is question number 10. Here it is for all of you. Let me see how many of you answered this correctly now. For how many values of x does the inequality x2, I think that is x square plus 8 is less than 5x plus 14 hold true if x is a natural number? What is the answer, 6 or 5? ये तो करके देखना पड़ेगा श्याम. I mean, I would not be able to tell this way. We'll have to check. Looks like the answer would be 6 in my opinion. V श्याम, जो मुझे करके समझ आ रहा है शायद 6 होना चाहिए. 0 से 5 तक की वैल्यूज आएंगी. Guru Prasad got D, that is 5. Gaurav Kashid got D. Sarang also got D. Mridul Rathi has got 5. Okay. नेचुरल नंबर है. ओ यस, देन 5. आई एम सॉरी मृदुल, मैंने तो 0 से लेकर 5 तक गिन दी, -1 से 6 के बीच में. नेचुरल नंबर के केस में इट विल बी 5. यू आर राइट. Bavandla has got D. Nihar has got D. Looks like an easy question, right, everyone? What is the remainder when this is divided by 7? 89 divided by 7 is 5, so it becomes 5 to the power 92. 90 divided by 7 is 6, or you can say -1, so -1 to the power 89. Moreover, the Toshan number of 7 is 6. If you divide the power by 6, it becomes 2. If यहाँ तो जरूरत ही नहीं है, actually it is -1, so 5 square plus 1, that is 26, and 26 divided by 7, the remainder is equal to 5. So D option 5 is the correct answer for this question. That's correct. I'm assuming that everyone knows about the Toshan number. The Toshan number says that 7 का Toshan number is 6. Divide the powers by Toshan number 6. So power left are 2, and दूसरे में तो जरूरत नहीं थी. Power of -1, whatever you take, it is going to be -1 if it's an odd number and +1 if it's an even number. So because it was an odd number, it became +1, right, straight away. And later on I got the answer as 26 divided by 7 as 5. So that was the last question of the day. I'm sure you all understood this question as well. Pretty simple question. The option 5 is the right answer. Now the important point. XAT 2023. The day is 8th of January. I'm sure all of you are writing the XAT exam. Therefore, only you are in this session. And I am also writing it. So on 8th of January, we'll be having the detailed analysis for XAT 2023 at 7:30 p.m. Of course, on BYJU'S Exam Prep channel. And not only we discuss about the exam, we do discuss about the expected cutoffs, difficulty level, exam pattern, good attempts. We do talk about some of the questions as well. So about many questions, probably you will get your answers too. कि अच्छा ठीक है, ये आंसर कैसे आ रहा है वो भी शायद आपको मिल जाएगा. So definitely going to be useful for you. So join us on 8th of January 2023 at 7:30 p.m. Also, about this series, you already know we are having sessions every day at 12, 1 and 3. Keep joining us, keep doing these questions, and I'm sure very soon in the exam you will see the result of it. And if any one of you is preparing for CAT 2023, yes, we do have a comprehensive program for that. We will be getting a learning tablet, classroom sessions by all the people that you already see on our channel, right? You have already seen our faculty members. The mock test and practice test, 10,000 plus practice questions, recorded lectures. You will have GDPI VAT preparation as well, and lot many things are there. Therefore, we call it a comprehensive program, and I know that it is going to be once again a very good decision for you if you join us here. Okay, and very soon this picture will change into a smiling guy's picture if you join us. Okay, so that's all for today, guys. I am sure that this lecture was useful for you. And yes, there is a scholarship test as well coming up your way. तो ये फिर से हैंग हो गया मेरा लैपटॉप. So please, you can watch it on BYJU'S Exam Prep app. You'll get up to 90% scholarship by appearing for this scholarship test. You can appear for it any day. So that's all, guys. Thank you from my side. I'm sure you would press the like button as well if you found it a good session. That's all, guys. Thank you very much. Bye bye, Tara, and take care. Have a good day now. Bye bye.